system is so slow and they don't have enough moderators that it stays up for long enough that people can get mad and sue them. And I think that's what happens. It's hard because how do you get somebody to prove that they're above age? Because if they can get a fake ID.
You think there's like videos of underage still getting through?
Of course. You don't know who that is. We don't have consent of that person, and we're running ads. Like, as a business, we're monetizing content that we don't know where this comes from. We don't know who's on that video. We don't know the age of the person on the video. This used to happen all the time, but we would just say nothing about it, right? We'd just be like, hey, whatever. It's like something that you just shut up. Like, just don't say nothing. Like, just be quiet. It's always things because of the nature of our industry. It would never be covered 100%.
Because of like the loophole?
Yeah.
Pornhub, under the parent company MindGeek, now rebranding as ALO, allows the general public to upload pornographic videos. Activists have criticized Pornhub for not requiring IDs for everyone in these uploaded videos. As 10-year veteran Pornhub product manager Mike Farley explains in our previous video, rapists and traffickers, quote, make a lot of money.
I need my money!
Off a verification loophole, Pornhub's chief product officer has told him to, quote, shut up about.
Oh, and as of right now, this video doesn't have a sponsor, so...
Too fucking bad!
Hopefully it doesn't cut to me.
Can you bless me with something?
Oh, gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
If you don't want that, figure it out.
Maximum effort.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's special edition of DarthNews. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. This is me waiting for you to subscribe. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. You don't. It's a democracy.
I love democracy.
You can make a informed decision without me influencing you. But you should.
Do it.
But if you don't, hopefully by the end of the video, I will have earned your subscription. This channel comes with an unwritten disclaimer. It's like the fine print that's so fine. The disclaimer on this channel is written with invisible ink. And the disclaimer is trigger warning. Because I say things that trigger people.
You understand me?
But today's video is getting a special trigger warning.
You fucking serious?
Given the graphic nature of today's subject matter, I'm just throwing it out there, all right? It involves, you know.
But let me go ahead and tell you.
Shut your bitch ass up!
We do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You gotta write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No, little kids gotta be big, older than my wife, younger than my daughter, something like that.
Shit like that. In case you're new to the channel, this is a follow-up video to the, I guess, part 1 Evil Hub that I posted about 4 or 5 days ago. It seemed to resonate with a lot of people. I don't earn any money from YouTube, so I'm not chasing views or hot button issues. I truly find this to be an important subject. And it's important because almost everybody here looks at porn.
Oh, but I don't, Darth. I don't look at porn.
Maybe you don't. I don't know. But the point is, most people do. And I think it's important that people can see what's really going on. I truly believe that human trafficking is the pinnacle of a long list of human atrocities that we commit. This channel is usually full of jokes and ha-ha-ha, but this subject is not a laughing matter.
Well, of course.
And I find it very important, especially to those of you who do consume pornography and who like the younger, crowd.
Oh, what? What's happening right now?
You know who the fuck you are. The barely legal crowd, you know, the 18, the teeny boppers. Yeah. If you're one of those people, and that's what you're into, if you're one of the Leos of the world, you know, what other Leo do you know?
Rich nigga shit I do a lot of.
That if you knew the truth of what was going on behind the scenes of this video you're jerking off to, would horrify you. It would scar you. All right, so we are consuming content with this instant gratification mentality. Oh, yeah, she looks young. Without even taking a second to think about who this person is that you're splooging to.
I don't think I like that.
So I want to be very clear that this is not me attacking the sex industry or sex workers, you know, people who watch porn or people who are in porn. I'm not attacking any of that. What I'm attacking is the industry that is allowing underage girls and boys on their platform. What I have a problem with is corporations such as PORNHUB and many like it, allowing the scum of the earth to profit off of sadism in public, in front of the whole world. That's what I have a problem with. I have no problem with consenting adults, but it's when you involve children or when you are knowingly hosting trafficked sex models on your site. That's a fucking problem, and this needs to be exposed. This is something that I truly believe everybody needs to see, because if we don't understand what it is we're consuming, especially in a sexual gratification type of way, then there's something very wrong happening in society. There's a sickness taking over. That's enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and jump into the meat and potatoes of today's video. But before we do, I need to give once again a huge shout out to Sound Investigations. Sound Investigations seems to be a small company, but is producing top tier investigative journalism. This is what we need more of. Please, if you haven't already, go over to Sound Investigations YouTube channel, Instagram, all their social media, and subscribe. Follow them, support them. This is James O'Keefe, Project Veritas level investigative reporting, and I want to see more of this, a lot more of this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this video.
It won't be long before you've nothing.
I don't care about that. Any of that.
You don't care about your family's legacy.
What I'm doing is my family's legacy. If I can't change things here, if I can't have an effect, I don't care what happens to me.
Today, hear from Dylan Rice. Rice works for MindGeek as a senior scriptwriter.
Dylan Rice. He, him. You know he's a pedophile.
In fact, he's worked there over 5 years.
How long have you been there?
6 years, 7 years.
Rice also tells our undercover reporter about MindGeek's moderation failures.
They made so much money, and they were like top of the world, but they fumbled so hard because they didn't take any of that money and reinvest it into moderation or like quality of the site. They just kind of gave it all to executives.
Gave it all to the executives. Yeah. Every corporation is corrupt. Facebook is corrupt. Uber's corrupt. What do you think Pornhub is? Obviously corrupt. I mean, we all know what McDonald's is doing to their food. Food. What the fuck do you think the porn industry is doing to their porn? It's inevitable. But that doesn't mean we can't do things to try to correct it.
And then they just made a shit ton of profit. So then when all these controversies started happening about like, remove this content, what about this company, your advertisers are bad, they didn't have enough background and funding to fight back. They didn't do enough of their own work. So I think that hurt them really hard. A lot of people got fired. Like all the people in charge of Pornhub were like wiped out. They brought in a whole bunch of new people.
Right.
Because like they were kind of, I wouldn't say incompetent, but they were kind of like very naive. They're like, oh, we're like a household brand, so like nothing bad can ever happen to us. And then it did. And like subs go down, views go down, get rid of them. They just didn't plan for the future a lot, really. So
yeah, no fucking shit. Who's planning for their future while their arm is hitting 7,000 RPMs, redlining it to Japanese bukkake and tentacle porn? No one's thinking about their future when they're jerking off to tentacle porn. Or whatever it is they watch over there in Japan. I know they eat dogs, but do they fuck dogs? Oh, that's China. You think there's not like a little bit of overflow? Some of the there's gotta be a couple of Japanese that love dogs, love eating dogs. We're getting off topic. I'm just saying, there's got to be a couple.
I would say there probably was some like teen men and women like on there, and it gets flagged and it gets taken down. But the system is so slow, and they don't have enough moderators that it stays up for long enough that people can get mad and sue them. And I think that's what happens.
Rice says Pornhub could operate legally, using content from pornography studios that keep 2257s, records that the actors are indeed of legal age, but Pornhub views that content as competition to its vastly unverified user-uploaded content.
But like, you also have this entire division of pay sites that are professional studios. We have all our legal paperwork, 2257s, like people with like millions of fans and followers just use that content, but they don't want to. It's competition, which is backwards.
So for the user uploads, do you think things still like slip through the cracks?
I think so, but it's also, it's hard because how do you get somebody to prove that they're above age? Because if they can get a fake ID, and like a lot of the stuff honestly is from like South America, Europe, Germany, like Eastern Europe, Czechoslovakia, Prague.
Wow, what do you know? Basically every top sex trafficking country in the world. Line them up, baby.
And like they have different identification systems.
Over the years and still today, victims of abuse have sued Pornhub and its parent company, MindGeek, which owns many top traffic pornography websites, for its alleged role in profiting off illegal videos and sexual abuse. In December 2020, following a massively popular article by Nicholas Kristof in the New York Times, Pornhub removed 80% of its videos and vowed to fix its moderation practices. Listen to Rice and Farley give our undercover reporter the inside scoop.
It all started basically because somebody who complained to a writer, like a column writer in the New York Times. And then a writer from the New York Times was like interested, I guess, by that story. He thought that it was like intriguing, so he started to like look into the website, look into like how many people have had those kinds of issues and reaching out to different people. So he like built a case.
Wow. Oh my God. What he's explaining is almost like real journalism. You don't see that too often nowadays.
And wrote like an article based on like his discoveries, and then we should have, like, this used to happen all the time, but we would just say nothing about it. Like, we'd just be like, hey, whatever. And for some reason, like, our SEO or our CEO this time decided to respond, so we did like a huge public reply to that article, which kind of put the article in the spotlight, and then it just like backfired, you know. It was so obvious that it was gonna backfire. Like when they did that, I was like, bro, you're like an adult company. Like nobody wants to like nobody admits they watch that. Like nobody. It's like something that you just shut up. Like just don't say nothing. Like just be quiet. You know. Like don't try to be like, oh, they're wrong and we're like the industry leader.
I read like New York Times talking about some girl when she was under 18. Had videos of her uploaded to Pornhub.
Did she want to get them taken down?
Kristof's article's lead subject is Serena Fleites. When Fleites was 14, an older boy shared naked videos of her, and the videos found their way to Pornhub. Every time Fleites begged Pornhub to remove a video of her 14-year-old self, someone would re-upload the video to gain more hundreds of thousands of views.
14 years old, man. That is so fucked up.
Problem is I think the way he did it, he uploaded it so it looked like she was uploading it. So they were like, you're reporting yourself, like what's going on? And they didn't have a lot of moderators, so they didn't deal with it in a timely fashion. But then when after they finally took it down a long time later, it took years.
Oh yeah, a timely fashion, all right. Yeah, timely fashion. You mean you just wanted to wait until every pedophile passed it around and you made all your money? That kind of timely, orderly fashion. Yeah. It took this motherfucker years to remove a video of a 14-year-old. A video of a 14-year-old was up on the internet for years.
December 2020. December 2020 was like Doom's month for Pornhub. So there's somebody who claims like, we always had that, but nobody like gave a shit, and like we weren't as compliant as we should have been, honestly. But at the time I was on the engineering team, so it has nothing to do with me. So
Has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
I've seen a lot of you in the comments being like, oh, he's just an employee. You can tell he wants to just get it all off his chest. Yeah, maybe. But this dude is fucking complicit. Nothing to do with me. Do you see how he's like disassociating himself with the crimes against humanity that are taking place within his company, right under his nose? He could go to the authorities, but he doesn't. Why would he? Why would he want to, do the right thing? Dude, fuck this guy.
But we weren't very careful and like, okay, well, what is this video, Like, it'd be like voyeur video from the beach and stuff like that. Like, it's like, you don't know who that is. We don't have consent of that person, and we're running ads. Like, as a business, we're monetizing content that we don't know where this comes from. We don't know who's on that video. We don't know the age of the person on the video.
I will put an axe into your face and I will nail your skull onto the mast of my Viking longship.
We don't know the age of the person on the video. They look 20. They could be 16, Like, how do you know the difference between a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old nowadays, It's like 17. It's like... So we weren't very compliant. It was just like, whatever. Like, you could upload a video of anything and it would just go through. Like, no one gave a shit.
Yo, are you hearing this? No, fuck that. Are you processing this? Is it going in one ear and out the other, or are you, actually listening to what is being said? Let me guess. You're already thinking about jerking off to tentacle porn.
For reasons that we can't possibly explain. But you got to have something. I think it's really important to have something.
Can you please leave the video? This video is not for you.
You could upload a video of anything and it would just go through. Like, no one gave a shit. They would just be looking for like murder videos, like, like snuff films. Like, obviously the content formatter people, like, they would just be running through videos all day and just skimming through them and be like, oh yeah, no one got killed, it's fine. Oh yeah, no one got killed, it's fine.
I mean, no one got killed. It's fine. It's fine. They were just 14-year-old girls getting sex trafficked and raped publicly in front of the world on our website, but no one died. It's fine. Stop thinking about it. Just don't think about it. Just jerk off. Don't think. Just jerk.
Everybody knows this is what you do in times of stress.
I'm not sure why this motherfucker is coming out and just spilling the beans. It seems a bit sus. Maybe he truly does want to confess. But I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because even if he is being honest, yeah, I know, I've seen the comments, Darth, he's being honest. At least he's telling us what's going on. It's how he's telling us. It's the way he's talking about it so casually that sends a lot of red flags.
You're a problem. You're a real problem.
Like, they kind of fucked up, honestly. Like, while that was happening on the engineering side, like on our side, we had to like, hey, delete all the content that's bad, take it all off the website. Like, we had to flush like 80% of our video content we took down because we're like, we started to look at our site from that perspective, like that compliance perspective. We're like, hold on, like, who is that? I don't know, I can't tell you. Like, how could I guarantee you that this girl wants to be on here and is over 18 and she's aware that she's here? How could I do that as a company? You can't. So you have to take the content off because it's like you're monetizing that content. And it's like adult content. It's not like a girl riding a bicycle, It's like, it's a little intense. So, yeah. And then they use like the people from the article as like examples of like, because it was like a girl who, like, for example, said like she was on video, like she saw, like she knew of a video of herself on there and she wanted to get it taken down. She's embarrassed, like it's like whatever, and she was underage. She's like 14. And her video was online and had millions of views. And she was like apparently emailing the company to take it down, and we would be like, whatever, like we weren't taking it seriously.
14 and millions of views. Think about that. Think of the lifelong trauma and real life implications that's going to have on her life for the rest of her life. There's no escaping that. And she tried to get it removed and they said no. This is evil. This is fucking evil.
Or like we would take it down, but then it gets re-uploaded, you know? Of course, because it's like you could just. But I could see like both sides of the one. It's like
you could see. Hold the fuck up. You could see both sides of it. Is that did he just fucking say he can see both sides of that? Is that what he just said?
But I can see like both sides of the one. It's like.
No, there's only one fucking side, and that side is the side against pedophiles and human trafficking. That's the only side there is. Well, there's two sides, but you shouldn't be on the other one. I can see both sides. Fuck off. The fuck out of here.
we didn't do the due diligence that obviously we should have, but at the same time it's like don't make a video that ends up like it's kind of like, what do you expect? But,
yeah,
I can kind of see both sides.
Yeah.
It's like if that person reaches out to you as a company and wants it to get taken off, like you should be definitely taking it off. And to me, it makes sense like to have the ID because it's not adult content.
You think there's like videos of underage still getting through?
Of course.
Not that I need to give you any more examples of why this person is a piece of shit. But he's a piece of shit.
Like videos of underage still getting through.
Of course. I just think of fucking Cenk Uygur. Of course.
I believe that I am going. If I were the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving. You are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Now why? Why did that happen? It's the dumbest thing I've said.
It really is the dumbest thing you said. But
No, I'll tell you why. Because was the case that we covered where there was like a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
you know that people who are, okay, look, not to be a downer about what you're saying, because what you're saying sounds kind of funny, but a lot of people who are being raped can actually, like, have an orgasm.
Dude.
Has MindGeek cleaned up Pornhub? According to Farley's explanation of Pornhub's uploading loophole in part 1, no. Farley foresees Pornhub in a new scandal due to its continued moderation failures.
December 2020 was a hellhole for you, apparently.
At work? Yeah.
Because of the news.
Yes.
Do you think that would ever happen again?
I
say that. Aren't you guys covered now?
Yeah, for the most part. But not 100%.
Well, why?
Why what?
Why not 100%?
Because there's always things, because of the nature of our industry, it would never be covered up.
Because of like the loophole?
Rice's claims of MindGeek's executives putting profit over moderation and Farley's admissions of non-compliance will fuel further debates about MindGeek's role in alleged abuse on its sites.
You think there's like videos of underage still getting through?
And with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. It means the world to me. Please, again, go subscribe to Sound Investigations, the individuals responsible for this content that you are consuming today, which is not underage content. I'm of age. So don't feel weird if you subscribe. I'm not underage. I mean, I could be if you want me to be. But in all seriousness, thank you so much. It means everything that you've spent this time with me. Until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. Oh, that's not a good... that's usually my outro, but I don't think this is the right video for the... Don't forget to pull out. Look, hey. I'm trying to keep this tone serious. I'm trying so hard not to... I got so many jokes. I just won't. I'm not gonna make any jokes. This is a serious topic, and I'm losing a few people right now. I know that. That's expected. I'm demonetized, so if you want to consider supporting this content that I produce for free, support the content by going to my CashApp, Patreon, or merch store. And until we meet again, stay Darth. And don't watch so much porn. For fuck's sake. Like, just chill. Go meet people. Get a girlfriend. Go to an orgy. Have real life experiences. Get off that. Yeah, no, it's no surprise that erectile dysfunction is an epidemic. I'll see you later.
I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him. You can't trust me. I don't even trust myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm getting too much money.